Hello, LGFA, and welcome to Season 9 Awards. I forgot we're going into Season 10. Welcome, welcome. I'm the Commissioner and your host for this show, Bryson66. Along with me, I've got two good co-hosts with me tonight to announce the finalists and awards for the major awards, and we're going to announce the team of the season. Along with me, I have my Deputy Commissioner, Philly fan, and one of my proud owners of Southampton, Nubsy. How you two doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
I'm good.
I'm
honored to be here.
You know, just kicking back, drinking beers, doing the thing.
Drinking. I love it. Drinking beers and the American flags hanging in the back. I'm drinking. I'm eating bratwurst. As you can see, I'm a bit of a chubby guy myself, and drinking some Blue Moon. I would say. Well, that's Belgium. That's really close enough. Close enough. Yes.
We would not get a lot accomplished if I started drinking.
You know what? You're not even that helpful sober, so we'll try and carry on. Oh, it's messed up. I don't feel funny even saying that. I'm sorry. All right, so
okay, I won't remember it.
You won't remember it. So are you drunk then?
No, not exactly.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's not go down that road.
Let's move on now.
Let's please move on. Sorry about the long how you do's. So anyways, I think, you know what? I feel like Philly's that person will shake your hand and tell you his life story when you just meet him. It's like, all right, get the fuck away from me, pal. Just kidding, Philly. All right, so let's get on with the show and start off with team of the season. Just gonna announce team of the season. We're gonna talk about a few of the guys and discuss a little bit about that before we get into the major awards. Team of the season. Nubsy, where should we start? We start with the goalies or we start with the striker?
I think we start with the goalies.
All right, start with the goalie. For the reserves, we're going to start with the reserves first. Put you on suspense. For the goalie in the reserves, we've got Steve McGee from Hull. 10-2 record, 34 saves, 89.5 save percentage, 6 goals against, and 8 clean sheets. It's less than half a goal per game. That's pretty good. On defense, we've got Shenanigan10 from Watford. He's been begging for those awards. Just begging. He's been wanting it. 12-4-6, 2 goals, 1 assist, 10 clean sheets. Second defender on the reserves, we've got now it's XF Mamba, but good Lord, how many?
Yeah, no, he's gone through 2 different ones by the time that we've written this into the show. So don't feel bad.
I feel like he buys stocks in Microsoft and then just purchases a shitload of tags, and man, he's got the stock market all figured out. But anyways, Mamba, Southampton, 12-3-7, 3 goals, 3 assists, and 10 clean sheets. For the midfielders, first up, we've got newly appointed Bog. Man, this sounds very biased of a list, don't it? A lot of staff members doing a lot of favors. Jay's Ways from Southampton, 12-4-5, 1 goal, 71.4 pass percentage, and 76 tackles. Quite a lot of tackles. Any chance you catch where he ranked on the stats that season for tackles, Nubsy?
Number 1. And
number 1.
And
that's
yeah.
I kind of figured.
Overall tackles.
He gets a lot of tackles. It's crazy.
He plays CDM. I mean,
Yeah,
the midfield are tackling a lot.
So does Boteto, but he does more scoop turns than he does tackles.
That's typical Boteto.
Next up for mid in the reserves, we've got Soccer SM10, the owner of Hull City, 14-2, very good record. 5 goals, 10 assists, 85.7 pass percentage. Very good season there for Soccer. We have 2 strikers here on the reserves. First one, we've got Lanes from Newcastle, 10-3-5, 13 goals, 8 assists. And everyone's favorite sermon, pastor, I guess we'd want to say. The Pastor Day from Watford, 12-4-6, 13 goals, 7 assists. Very good season for all our reserves. Any quick comments on the reserves there, guys?
Any of them are welcome to join my team next season.
It's a pretty strong list. I can't wait to see who's actually, main starters here. Those are some pretty talented guys.
Can't wait to see, but you've already seen the list, so you're lying to us.
Actually, surprisingly, I have not.
Oh wow, you're going to this show raw. That's pretty bold of you.
They would not send it to me. I asked.
I had a full half hour of reading this list and getting prepared for the show, so that's pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. All right,
I guess you have more pull than I do.
I don't have. There's a lot of pulling going on, and I can assure you it's not my position of power. Moving on, for the starting lineup, we went with a 4-1-2-1-2. I would assume due to on the people that were selected as finalists. First up for goalie, we have Z from Watford, 10-3-5, 70 assists, 80% save percentage, 16 goals against, and 8 clean sheets. Very good season there for
The 70 saves, not 70 assists there, but yeah.
I'm sorry, did I say assist?
I think you did. Like 70 assists for a goalie? Holy shit.
You know what? That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. I can assure you those are not assists, those are saves.
Oh, that's funny, Chris.
Yeah, all that reading. All right, moving on here to the back line. We're going to start with the right side. At the right back, we've got from Sunderland, King Q, L11L, 10-4-2, 10 clean sheets. At right center back, we've got Risen from Hull, 16-4-2, 6 goals, 3 assists, 10 clean sheets. Might as well stick with the dominant team of Hull City and go with Unlucky Duke at left center back, 16-4-2, 6 goals, 5 assists, and 10 clean sheets as well. And to finish off the back line, another proud member from Hull City, we've got Pride Matt. Speaking of being proud, Pride Master, 14-3-2, 2 goals, 2 assists, and 9 clean sheets. Moving on to the midfield with the 4-1-2-1-2, we've got a CDM first with Dewey 912 from Southampton, 12-4-5, 2 goals, 71.4 pass percentage, and 73 tackles. Just 3 behind his teammate Jay's ways. I think Jay's got snubbed. It's a very, oh my God, do they not have identical numbers?
Keep going. Just keep going. We'll talk about it later.
Wow, that's crazy. Right mid, we have from Southampton as well, keeping it in the family, Unlucky Evo, 11-3-6, 11 goals, 7 assists, 78% pass percentage. At left mid, another Southampton native, 9-3-2, is Texas Tenant with 10 goals, 9 assists, 71.8% pass percentage. Then at Cam, we've got Newcastle's playmaker, Money, 12-5-5 with 6 goals, 14 assists, and a league leading 14 assists at a 76.8% pass percentage. Then the 2 strikers up top, we're going to start with the right striker because the left one's the most important one in his eyes. Right striker, we've got Elex Laser from Newcastle, 8-4-4, 15 goals and 8 assists, lots of goals in a less amount of games than a lot of other people. And at left striker to finish off the team of the season, we've got Merkt from Hull with a 16-4-2 record, league leading 17 goals and 12 assists. Nubsy, what do you have to say now? Here we go. Let's talk.
All right. Where do you want to start?
Oh, wherever you'd like to.
Now, the Dewey and Jace thing, there was some this was a 4-man committee that decided this. And there were 5 or 6 people, like literally for each individual position. I mean, there were over 100 names of nominees. And then that was all narrowed down to finalist voting and like a top 3 basically for each position. And then even the reserves were like the runners up basically in finalists that we felt were most deserved. The Jays and Dewey thing, man, the committee was kind of split on it, and that's the way it went. So I don't know, Jays, I thought leading tackler should be first team, but Dewey had a great season as well. He went from Ram to DM and didn't play as many games and almost caught Jays in tackles, was actually leading most of the season until as a final game, I believe, Jays got like 7 or 9 tackles and passed Dewey up to take the league record this season.
Wow.
Yeah, like take them either way. And they're both coming back.
They're both coming back. So we all know to watch out for those aggressive DMs on Southampton next season.
Damn straight.
Damn straight. I'll be telling you this much right now. I believe if I check my phone, I'm not going to because I'm not falling for it. I think trending on Twitter right now is hashtag not my award show, hashtag LGFA. Jays is probably getting that going right now. Philly, any comments on this team of the season?
Nope. I'm just going to say that I think Jays should have been in the starting, but my voice is not going to be counted in this discussion. So other than that, I feel like the list was definitely very long of potential people that had an argument to be in team of the season. It's not easy to get into it. So, congratulations to the guys that made it.
This was the most voting and the longest nominees list that I've ever been a part of in the past, 5 seasons? It was pretty extensive. So
yeah, we also did forget to mention that we did have a committee this season that didn't even involve Philly or myself. So it was nice to have a real community opinion on this one and actually get a group of guys together and come up with the best answer to who is most deserving. I think we can announce who those community members are. We don't, who they voted for isn't going to be revealed, but we had Mamba, Nubsy, Casey Nightshade, and there was one more. I'm missing one more. Am I not?
Soccer.
Nubsy? Was Soccer on there?
Okay, no, Jabbo.
Soccer and Jabbo, right?
No, Soccer was not on it, just Jabbo.
Jabbo.
You're talking about the team of the season committee?
There's two different committees?
Separate committees.
Holy shit.
Team of the season not all of them decided the major awards. Yeah, there were 2 separate committees. I don't know why we did it that way, but that's what we did, and I just rolled. So.
Well, I like that. That's good. That's good. Then you get 2 different opinions. Who were the team of the season committee then, Nubsy?
The team of the season committee was me, Mamba, Soccer, and maybe it was Jabbo. There was one other one. I don't remember it might have been Jabbo. I'd have to go look at the messages again. But there was 4 of us, and then the major awards committee was me, Mamba, KC, Jabbo, Turtle, and then you guys.
Oh,
yes.
Good. Yeah, good. We did hold a final, a tiebreaker vote if I had to, but I think we only had to do that on one of the major awards. So.
That is correct.
All right. So there we go. We got it all figured out. Nice job, guys. Again, congratulations to those that are on the team of the season. We're going to move along here to the major awards. First 2 we're going to do are the obvious ones. Congratulations to our Golden Boot Award, which is Merkt. Finished the season with 17 goals. Merkt, I believe, came out of the gate strong and then kind of slowed down throughout the season, but still maintained that lead. Nobody could have caught up to him. He, I believe this is his 2nd Golden Boot. I think he won it in season 2 or season 4, one of the earlier seasons. I can't exactly recall if any of you know. Yeah, I mean, Merkt had a knack for scoring this season quite a bit too. And I think. Go ahead.
I'd hope you'd score a lot as a striker on that team. Merkt is good. Merkt is definitely good. But yeah, that was, good team, has good striker,
He won it season 3, I just checked. And he won it season 3. So let me ask you now. Never mind. We'll get to this conversation later. I almost spoiled the beat. We'll get to this conversation later. The next award is the right now it's called the Playmaker Award, but there's some discussion about that. The Playmaker Award is going to Merkt, who had himself a very nice season with 14 assists.
Money.
Did I say money?
Yep.
Merkt can't win both awards. Well, I guess
folks, listen, this is why normally my shows are cropped and edited, because I cannot do this live. I get all sidetracked.
And this is why you have an editor live.
Exactly, yeah. That's why you're here. Money is our Playmaker Award winner. I could almost make the argument that Newcastle wouldn't have been in the place they were in without Money. 14 assists is pretty impressive. What's even more impressive is how close Merkt was to having that award as well. Just 2 from tie-in, 3 from taking the lead. Congratulations, though, to Money on that Playmaker Award. Moving on.
Money would like me to pass along to you that he would no longer like his award.
I'm sorry, Money. I don't know what else to say. I'm stumped here, and I will concede and apologize. I don't know how else to put it. So, all right, moving on here. We're going to go to, first up, the Golden Gloves Award. We're going to name the nominees, and then we'll give you the finalists at the end. For the Golden Gloves, we had Jimmy Jones, Z-Uh-Oh, XGN Maple Syrup, and Steve McG. Any comments on any of these four goalies, Nubsy or Philly, that you guys would like to chime in on first?
I will just lead by saying that there was a lot of discussion within the award committee on this award. And so it was definitely very split camps about who the winner should be. But all four were deserving.
Nubsy?
I think he said enough. That's about right.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, every season, even when I did awards the first couple times, it's tough. Goalie's hard because, you know, in this game, you know, your goalie could end up playing in the field, and just it makes a lot of it definitely tests your patience on the stat finding. But without further ado, we're going to get with the winner here, and the winner for the Golden Gloves Award is XGN Maple Syrup from Southampton. A 10-4-5 record on the season, 68 saves, not assist, an 81.2 save percentage, 13 goals against, and 6 clean sheets. Before either of you say anything about Maple Syrup, I just want to say that what a turnaround. He had a rough start in the FIFA league, and you know, when we faced him with Sunderland, I kind of, you know, we kind of overestimated him. We said, you know, oh, plenty of goals are going to be scored this game. And, man, he definitely has stepped up his game and changed his image. All I can say is congratulations, Goals HQ. Guys, few comments for goals here?
Go ahead, Nubsy.
I couldn't be happier for him. I mean, dude had a killer season. In bidding, everybody was like, oh, you picked up goals, haha, you're going to score on you every game. And he just, I mean, lit it up, kept us in a lot of games. I mean, well deserved.
I feel like that was definitely a big part of it when it came down to the votes, was the pure, you know, fact of nobody really gave him a lot of credit going into the season. And I think just coming out and playing the way he did turned a lot of heads. And so for that reason, he obviously won over the committee.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else. That I think we're all on the same page that this is a very surprising award, and surprising on how well he has played this season. Did you have something to add, Nubsy?
Well, I was going to say you can tell the different opinions among the committees. Is what goals won Golden Gloves, but is not on team of the season. You know, Z-Uh-Oh and Steve McG are on team of the season. So,
and for the record, there was a lot of discussion, again, within the committee among Z-Uh-Oh, and it was very, very close. I just want to say that.
Yeah. I don't know the discussions, but that's a very, very surprising award, and a big congratulations goes out to Goals. Good job, man. You deserved it. Put in a great season for yourself. Moving on here. Next up, we're going to go to the back line. Who was our best defender this season? And this one was, I think, based on when I saw the finalists and saw some of the discussions, I think this probably had to have been the hardest one to discuss and decide on, besides goalie. And it's always a tough decision. For the Beckenbauer Award, our four nominees were Appley, Mamba, Shenanigan 10, Unlucky Duke, and Pride Master. I think he's Unlucky Pride now. Any comments on any of these four individuals, guys?
It's a hell of a back line.
What's that?
I mean,
yeah.
Again, I want to preface this. You'll notice a trend here. There were a lot of very intense discussions over this award. It was probably one of the closest ones, I think, and we spent a lot of time discussing this. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. All four of them had exceptional seasons.
You know, and I thought when we added the stats like tackling and passing, it would make these kinds of things easier. I think the only position it really made easier, and I don't know if you could agree with this, Nubsy, was maybe the midfield positions. But defenders, it's still close. Like, even having tackles and passing, sure, it helps, you know, decipher a little bit better on who has the slightly better season. But, you know, it still made the decision-making difficult.
Yeah.
One other thing I'd
words.
just like to point out before we go any further is that anyone on the committee that was nominated for an award was not allowed to vote in that category.
Yes, very good point. Yes,
so that is noted.
Yeah, Nubsy, I felt like you got cut off.
I just announced the damn thing already.
What? You know what? Don't give me. I got to build up the hype. Everyone's watching. Like, oh my God, who could it be?
Yes, all 4 of our viewers.
Yeah, all 4 of our viewers. It's
right.
huge. Okay. For the first time in LGFA, we have a back-to-back Beckenbauer Award winner, and that is Unlucky Duke. Unlucky Duke put in another phenomenal season as he normally does. 16-4-2 record, 6 goals, 5 assists, and 10 clean sheets. I know Duke for a long time. Man can he can make a back line exceptional, and who knows, maybe the reason why 3 of the 4 defenders on the back line for the team of the season was because of his efforts. Would be a question for debate, but Duke, as always, asserting his dominance here in the LGFA, and another Beckenbauer Award, back-to-back seasons. Could he make it a hat trick next season? Who knows? What do you guys care to give some comments here on Duke? Not everybody
I
at once.
think this is a potential situation where we could be looking at a three-peat. Again, this was extremely, extremely, extremely close. I mean, right down to the wire on discussions. So, I mean, congratulations. But yeah, I think this could be the first time in our league history that we see a three-peat winner next season.
That would be pretty incredible if he did. And he led the back line with, a lot of people thought Risen should be in that list of finalists because the whole back line had a tremendous season. They only let up 20 goals the entire season long. So.
Yeah, and being under contract again for a whole next season with soccer returning, he could very well be looking at the hat trick. And I'm going to be honest, can't see anyone else not only doing it twice as impressive in a row, but doing it 3 times would be quite impressive. So congratulations to Duke on the Beckenbauer Award. We're going to move on here to the Ballon d'Or, our MVP of the league. This one, I'll name the finalists first. We have for Ballon d'Or, we have Money, Lanes, Laser, and Merkt. Money was from Newcastle. Lanes was from, where was Lanes at?
Lanes and Laser were both Newcastle too, I think.
So 3 Newcastle guys, and then Merkt from Hull City. For any comments on the Newcastle boys first before we move further?
I didn't realize it was 3 Newcastle. That's kind of
funny. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they basically ran that offense, Money being the assist leader, and Lanes and Laser got, tons of goals in. And then Merkt put up, the stat season that he did, Golden Boot and only a few away from assist leaders. So,
well, as it's no surprise, our Ballon d'Or is Merkt. Sorry.
Oh God, it's the Oscars all over again.
Merkt from Hull, 16-4-2 season, 17 goals, 12 assists. We've said his numbers before. Merkt put in an exceptional season and well deserving to win this award. It was very close to getting. I guess we could call it the triple threat: getting the goals, the assist, and the Ballon d'Or. That was a close one.
He was close.
At first we have the egos of Nino and Lake winning the treble, and we almost have Merkt taking over all 3 awards. That would have been. What do you think would have been worse, Nubsy?
I don't think I'd seen that. Who'd you say? Nino and Lake?
Well, Nino and Lake won the treble last season, so we had to listen to that. So I'm saying
no, Merkt will be worse. I think
Merkt. when he's
coming back, if he's going to be in the chat box and talking and stuff, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't see why not. He's got a pretty good team to stick with next season. Win a couple more awards. Nubsy. Nubsy. Go ahead.
No, I just said he could.
Yeah. Philly, your take on Merkt here?
I thought it was well deserved, as did the committee. So that's all I really have to say about that. I just imagine that he will be thrilled.
As a little insight from the committee, was it a clean sweep on voting? Can we get a yes or no on that?
It was 95% of a clean sweep. One person held out.
One person held out.
Yes, one person held out.
It's good to know when a decision is unanimous, but it's also good to know when there's a debate.
It was like 4 10s, and then Germany threw up the 9.
It was close. There was one person who everybody was trying to convince for a clean sweep, but that person just held out.
Gotcha. So, well, Merck getting his ego stroked tonight. Probably the only thing that he's getting stroked. Just kidding, Merck. So yeah, congratulations, Merck, on the fantastic season, man. Next up, we're going to wrap the show up here with the Alex Ferguson Award, which is the Owner of the Year. This one was, well, I'll name over our candidates first. We've got, for Owner of the Year, we've got Jet from Watford, Jabo from Newcastle, Timbo Rules from Crystal Palace, and Soccer from Hull. You know, we met before this show for about 45 minutes, and we talked about it because this is an award that has a lot to take in, more than just stats. You know, as an owner, you have to go with pretty much the whole season without having complaints, which, you know, isn't the easiest thing, but valid complaints. You have to, you know, be a leader in the community. You know, somebody that, you know, takes control of his team and does the proper things to win and build and success. You know, success is going to be the third one I'm leading into. So, you know, those 3 factors come into play when we decide on Owner of the Year. You know, all of them had a valid point. Soccer won the league by 11 points. Timbo won the FA Cup. Jabo was semifinal exit and second place. And Jet was first round elimination in the FA Cup and fourth place. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's all off the top of my head. Just goes to show you how much I know my league. You guys should be happy about that. So those are our 4. The winner for the Sir Alex Ferguson is Newcastle's owner, Jabo. You know, this one was not easy to debate on. Jabo put in a great season as an owner. His team was, like we said, they were top of Group B actually before the FA Cup with a 3-1 record, 3-1-1 record. Defeated Watford and lost to Southampton in golden goal in a penalty PK, golden goal PK. Yeah. Wow, that's wild. And then as standings wise goes, they finished second place. You know, I think Jabo's not an owner that everyone expected to get second place. You know, I think everyone expects Jabo to do well, mid to high end. You know, I guess, you know, mid table for the most part. But to second place is quite impressive for Jabo. Guys, what do you got to say about Jabo? A couple words here.
Philly, you go first.
Okay, thanks, Nubsy. So, a couple things before I go into Jabo specifically. As you noted, Chris, this was a ridiculously hard decision to come to. Not only did we debate 45 minutes before this show, but the entire committee actually got together when the voting was going on and spent 2 hours yelling at each other over who should be Owner of the Year. It was pretty intense. Nubsy can attest, he was there, and everybody thought that, you know, their person should be Owner of the Year. And that was just to get to nominations, and then we did it again on the finals. But again, you know, Jabo had a really good year. Finished second, semifinals in FA Cup, and I think, you know, he surprised a lot of people by how well he did overall. And so, you know, no complaints for the most part. Ran a clean team. So I mean, yeah, congratulations to him. I feel it's deserved. Absolutely,
Nubsy.
Yeah, I mean, my vote was for Jabo personally because second in the league and the semifinal knockout with the team that he had was really good. I thought. I was just looking it up in extra time this season. Soccer had him predicted to finish 5th. Had the team to finish 5th overall, and I was trying to find. I guess he rated him 4th as an owner. So It's higher than I thought. I don't know. I just wasn't. They kind of came out of nowhere in the middle of the season and pushed up to the top, and Money and Linas and Laser started going off, and they were a good team. I mean, we struggled with them personally every time Southampton played them. So.
Yeah, and I think the one difficulty, and Austin will admit this, is for them to hold a clean sheet. They had a productive unit, as we mentioned. Even though the Ballon d'Or was a clean, obvious decision, 3 of our nominees were Newcastle guys. So he definitely built a very strong team this season. One that I would agree with you. Looking at it preseason, before the season, mid-table, 4, even a little higher up, 4th, 5th, maybe cracking the top 3. But we definitely, barely. I mean by hitting 3rd. But 2nd place is quite a impressive result for Jabo. We're glad that he's coming back next season. So congratulations is in order for Jabo. So nice job, man, and congratulations to all of our award recipients this season and our team of the season. That's going to pretty much do it for our award show, guys. Season 10 is just around the corner. We're looking at a start date of March 26th, I believe, or did we push that back to the 4th or something?
Bidding's on the 26th.
Bidding is on the 26th. So, yeah, season start 26th. And then, and then after bidding, we're going to do preseason, which is a request we had for previous seasons. We will run some sort of preseason festivities, maybe put a title, an award up for grabs, and maybe do a cup, or make it a little interesting, something for y'all to play for, and could be pretty good.
Let me speak for all owners for a second and say, are you sure there will be a preseason this time around?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to.
I want to know when we asked for a preseason and I didn't give it to you.
We thought this season 9 there was going to be a preseason up until like the Friday before it started, and then it was like, oh no, all the owners know what they're doing. We're just going to play.
I don't think I did. Listen,
that's what happened.
We didn't do it the season before, so I thought, well, maybe they didn't miss the preseason. Listen, I come from when I played with all these competitive teams. People are like, preseason, who gives a shit? But if we're gonna have an award in order and make it competitive, then I'm all for a preseason. Absolutely, if that's what you guys want, and I'm delivering. All right, there, Chancellor Nubsy. So yeah, that's about it. Get signing up, guys. All the owners are decided as well. Only a couple owner changes, a couple new faces in the mix, and you're gonna see some changes. Nubsy, Philly fan, is raising his hand. Is that 5?
4. 4 new owners.
4 owners. 4 new owners. Good. So 8 are returning. Should be another good season. Tell your friends, sign on up. Can't say much, but note that there will be some important announcements coming during the off season. Don't want to reveal too much, but it's not too much of a surprise to some people that have been following. So look for some big announcements coming in during the off season, and everyone enjoy your time off. And Nubsy, Philly, I thank you all for joining me on the show tonight.
Yes, sir.
Any closing remarks there, Philly fan?
Special shout out to the awards committee for dealing with me over the last 3.5 weeks. I've been annoying the crap out of them, and they've somehow managed to survive. So after numerous PMs and a billion party invites, just special thank you to them for not blocking me on every outlet.
Well, they get to know what it's like to be the commissioner and have you bugging me every minute.
Every day, Chris. It never ends.
I love the 2:30 a.m. text that I don't see till 8, and I go, oh, I might want to help them out there.
I couldn't sleep, and I just, I needed stuff done, so I just figured you'd see it at some point, and I wouldn't wake up in time. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like there's a show coming on where you two are just gonna thank each other for dealing with each other.
No, not a chance. Listen. He should.
This is a very thankless job.
He should be grateful to work with me. Do you know how many people want to be staff? Did you see all the staff signups? People are like, "Oh my god, I'd love to work with Bryson." Come on, let's
that's the reason they signed up.
Calm it down. So, yeah. So, stick around, guys. Lots of good things coming up in the upcoming weeks here, and bidding will be here before we know it. This month will probably blow past. And
it's our 10th anniversary season. That's a big deal.
Yeah, for those that can't realize, 10 is the Roman numeral X. So yeah, something. I guess that means something. So we're gonna close the show out, Philly. No more interruptions. I'm gonna put you on a mute. Hold on. How do I do that? There we go. You can't talk anymore. That sucks.
LGFA X from now on.
LGFA X. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing this season, season 9. Looking for bigger and better things for season 10. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you all around.